If you've ever sat through a sermon, you've most likely noticed at the beginning of sermons, preachers have a biased study or statistics that they put out there for you to observe. And it's ridiculous. The most ridiculous one, I just heard it, and I had to make this video on YouTube. Pastor Steve Anderson, Marijuana in Light of the Bible. And about 5 minutes in, he spends 10 minutes talking about men's testicles and statistics that you could never, ever do a study on men's testicles that's so evasive. You're not able going to ever to prove what he's saying. And it's the same way with any other preacher when they spout out statistics and studies. They're usually some biased study. And take that to note and take that to heart, that these biased studies are affecting you and your choices in life because of the preachers are throwing a biased study out and trying to sway your opinions and your beliefs. And so notice that they're doing that. Why else would they be given a statistic or a study other than to promote what they're teaching? Now, my father did one where he took 30 or more members of his church and got them to take a college course and say that the Holy Spirit only operated through the Bible, and they wrote down what the other about 20 or 30 people that were taking the course that had no idea what was going on of this church that came in there to convince and to sway the judgment of the outcome of this test and make it a biased test. They were convincing them and writing down what they had to say and putting them on the spot for what they believed, to the point that they actually converted some of those people, 10 or so of those people, to sway the outcome to say that, well, most likely everyone's going to agree the Bible is the only source of the Holy Spirit, the work of the Spirit. So this was a biased study that my father put out. And they did this totally dishonest thing by taking people and putting them into the study to sway the outcome of the end of the study. So beware of these preachers and their biased studies. If a gospel preacher will sway the outcome of a study and make it a biased study, then you know the government and all these other people are putting out these biased studies, taking people who already have cases of whatever it is, and then they're putting them in this study and saying, oh, look, this causes that and that causes this, and that it can't be proven. It's so ridiculous how everything they say causes cancer and whatnot. But I'm just warning you about the preachers following these studies to promote what they believe. It's another method and point that they're dishonest.